Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kasey, and today we're going to be looking at the Raiders versus the Jets. Last week, they faced off, and the Jets got demolished by the Raiders. They put up like 45 on them, and we're going to be looking at some of the things that they did wrong and where the Oakland Raiders have their strong points at and why they were so successful, and where the Redskins should learn from and counter and know where to attack to be successful Sunday night. So this first thing I noticed is the amount of blitzes that the Raiders use. They're very aggressive, and you see up top they send a corner blitz, and this isn't just a once-in-a-while thing. They send a lot of blitzes from the secondary. Carl Joseph, who they drafted last year, this guy, they use him so much in the blitz game. This guy comes down in the box. He's able to send a lot of different blitzes. He had one sack. He almost had a couple others that he just missed. You see this outside linebacker at the bottom of the screen disguising his blitz. All their blitzes are disguised. You never know when they're coming, but right before the ball snap is when they'll come down in the box and really start to show. So I think Kirk's going to have to be patient with his cadence, and there's going to be a lot of underneath routes that should be opened up due to these blitzes coming from the secondary, and I think that this is where we can target them at. I think Chris Thompson and Jamison Crowder should have a really good game, and you see Carl Joseph right there comes all the way down and gets the forced fumble. These are just some of the plays where they were really successful and that the Jets lacked in pass protection, where the Redskins should learn from. We usually have pretty good backs run blocking. Chris Thompson's pretty good. Rob Kelly's decent when he's in, so we should be okay, I think. But these are some of the areas where they're really aggressive, and I think they can open some things up. When you send these extra guys from the secondary, they're leaving the secondary, so there should be shots like that downfield, one-on-one opportunities. And another reason why I think we'll be successful is the lack of penetration that their D-line offers. You see on these plays, their D-linemen aren't getting any push. They're not collapsing the pocket. They're not flushing him out. He's just kind of leaving when he wants to. So I think Kirk, if he's patient, he'll have more than enough time and should be able to shred their secondary with a nice game drawn up by Jay Gruden. There should be a lot of vertical routes, but with some short routes underneath just for hot reads. I think we can attack easily. These next plays are the Raiders' pass plays. They run a lot of pick plays like that. You see the two outside receivers run slants, and the inside guy runs to the flat. When they line up in 5 wide, they run a lot on the backside. You notice they run that same concept where a guy runs inside and a guy runs out. A lot of things that I notice is that they just try to confuse you and try to pick guys off and open up space for their playmakers, like Crabtree and Cooper. They're basically just trying to set up an isolation for those guys, and that's why they're so successful. There's nothing too crazy in advance about their schemes, but it's just the talent they have. If they create these one-on-one situations, it's over. So the Redskins got to try to limit that and keep them just honest. You got to be disciplined and not just sending guys on the blitz and all kind of crazy stuff. You got to be able to defend them nicely, and with Bashaw Breeland and Josh Norman, I think those are more experienced guys that are going to be able to work better against this team than the Jets. The Jets got a lot of inexperienced guys, so I think the Redskins have an advantage a little bit here, and that they have more discipline than these guys. So you see Derek Carr, this is another one from the 5 wide. They run all slants, or they got guys running inside, and they set that space for Amari Cooper again. You see Crabtree, they run that same thing to the flat where a guy crosses. So it's just all about mismatch, really. And the Redskins have a lot of athletic guys. In this last sequence of plays, I think the Redskins need to have backside flow in order to stop Marshawn Lynch. If he gets a head full of steam running without getting untouched through the hole, that's where he can beat Marshawn Lynch and break those beast mode runs. So if we want to stop the run, we can't let him get untouched. That's a great run by Jalen Richard. It looks like he was dead to rights, but somehow he got through the hole. And a lot of these plays were just bad tackling by the Jets, which you'll start to notice. It's a very inexperienced team, like I said. But that play, they played good defense for the most part, and then the linebacker just over pursued. So these are things that I think Zach Brown and Mason Foster should be better at. Whether Mason Foster plays or not, I'm not sure, but these are definitely keys where I think we can expose them and get a chance to win this football game. Let me know what you guys think. This is a nice move by Michael Crabtree. He runs a little double move in the fade end zone. So I think Josh Norman and Bashaw Breeland need to be on their A game for us to have a chance. So let me know what you think. These are some of the keys of victory where I think we can excel at. Hit me up on Instagram or listen to my other podcasts on Soundcloud. Thank you guys for listening.